So if you will, on your next inhale, sweep your arms wide, then all the way up overhead, and hold on to your right wrist with your left hand, and then pull that right side up a little bit. And then from that long, tall spine, maybe tilt over to the left a little bit so that you're opening through that right side body without collapsing into your left waist. Maybe grounding down through that right sits bones a little bit more. Then inhale back to center, and then exhale, holding on to your left wrist now, lifting up and then over. Again, just a gentle opening through your left side. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down so that your arms are parallel to the ground, and then turn your palms forward, bend into your elbows, and then inhale, bring your elbows back as if you're opening through your chest and trying to bring your elbows towards one another. And then exhale, hug as if you're going to hug a tree, and then continue to hug around yourself, maybe rounding through your upper back and tucking your chin a little bit. Then inhale one more time, opening up, bringing those elbows wide, arms wide. Beautiful opening through the chest. And then as you exhale, maybe bringing the opposite arm on top, giving yourself that gentle hug. Coming back to center now. Maybe bringing your shoulders up to your ears and then rolling your shoulder blades down your back. Allowing yourself to find a position that feels appropriate to you. So know that if sitting is not comfortable, you can change the way you're sitting. You could lie down. And I really, as we get started, want to express that I'm most interested in you taking care of yourself. So if any time this practice doesn't feel appropriate for you or you feel triggered, you can always choose to engage in whatever practices you know work for you. Taking a mindful breath now, feeling your breath in your body. On your exhale, I'll invite you to bring your awareness down to your seat or whatever's making contact with the ground or the cushion or whatever you happen to be sitting on. Allow that seat to really hold you, knowing that wherever you are, whether you're on a couch or whether you're on a second story, that this pressure, this being held, is representative of the earth. And that earth has that steady, nourishing presence that's always here to hold you. Shifting your awareness now, breathing into your heart space. And before we start this practice of touching in and letting be held in something larger, I'll invite you to just begin to imagine this vast heart space. It might be a container that's large enough to hold the whole world, or it might be boundless, something that you can't see the end of, something that can really truly hold everything that is with ease. You might now gently scan through your body, sensing if there's any areas of unnecessary holding or tightness, and taking an in breath into that place. And on your exhale, just inviting the sense of letting go, release. You might begin to soften through your face, your shoulders, your hands. Softening through your belly on the inhale and relaxing your heart on the exhale. And this practice is a simple way of connecting with where there may be vulnerability, maybe hurt or anger, and offering it into a more spacious and loving presence. With any practice, it's best to begin with ourselves. So I invite you to scan and sense if there's any place right now that's calling for a healing attention. That place might feel reactive or unsafe. Or maybe it feels numb and cut off. If you choose, you could even put your hand on your heart or any place that you're feeling this emotion in your body. And with that gentle touch of your palm, feel a sense of love and compassion, knowing that your touch is an act of kindness. Feeling your breath, letting in on the in breath, and on the out breath, letting go some. You might sense as you breathe in, you're letting yourself honestly contact what's here. So with this in-breath, there's almost a kind of courage to connect with vulnerability. And as you begin to breathe out, imagine that there is that container or that vast space as you're breathing in and touching what's here. The anger, the fear, the grief, the confusion, numbness. It's as if as you breathe in, you're saying yes. This is here. This is reality. You are experiencing the waves of this moment. And beginning to notice on the out breath that you are letting that vulnerable place be held in a heart space, a vast, large heart space. As you're breathing in and touching what's here, breathing out and sensing maybe a sky, a clear, open sky of awareness or some formless presence that's really tender. And that tender place is really the whole of your being. Breathing in, touching what's difficult. Breathing out, letting it rest in something larger. And as you breathe, you might bring to mind all the others who might be feeling exactly what you're feeling right now. And trust that here we are together, breathing in and feeling. And in this community and around the world, know that it's not your fear or my fear, but it's the fear, the world's fear living through us. Breathing in and touching what's here for all of us. Fear, anger, grief. Breathing out. Sense that you can breathe out into a heart that's as wide as the world. As expansive as the universe, this true, vast, loving presence that you are breathing for all of us and with all of us. If you choose, you might now sense those who are suffering in a very direct and immediate way. And maybe you'd like to take these last moments to intentionally include them in your heart. And again, sense that your heart has that spaciousness to breathe for them, to breathe in and say, yes, I can touch this suffering. Because as you breathe out, you know it can be held in that large, vast, boundless container of compassion. It's as if your heart is a flow through, a way to transmute, transform that suffering into love, and allowing you to truly connect with the world in the most beautiful way. Letting go of any intentional directing of the breath, you might sense the quality of presence that's here, the connectedness, the tenderness, and also the reality of everything that floats in it. The pain that's here, the pain of our world, and sensing the possibility of remembering this shared heart space. And as you move forward, know that you can touch into the reality of what's here because there's room for it. And in that loving presence, you can then find a way to respond to our world in the way that most resonates for you. We'll take the next minute or so in silence so that you can continue breathing in and breathing out. And I'll bring you back with a ring of a bell. I invite you to now bring your palms together at heart center with your thumbs on your chest. And we'll close with this simple intention. May all beings be filled with loving kindness and held in loving kindness. May all beings touch great and natural peace. May there be peace on earth and peace everywhere. Peace, justice, understanding, and love. May all beings awaken and be free. Thank you.